Hi guys, thanks for joining me today. I'm Marilyn. On this video, I'm going to show you how I made this super cute shirt with a free SVG download from designbundles.net. Now this is for my best friend that I've had for over 50 years, and it has to do with facial expressions because she has some great facial expressions. Now, to make this, I'm just using an inexpensive t-shirt from Walmart. I'm using some HTV that I got off of Amazon, a Teflon sheet, my Cricut Easy Press pressing mat, my Easy Press 2, a brayer, which you don't have to have, a rotary cutter, you could just use scissors, my weeding tool, and then I'm using a ruler. So if you're interested in learning where you can get free designs and seeing how I make this t-shirt, then stay tuned for the video. Before I turn the camera around though, thank you so much for all your support, whether you've subscribed, leave comments, likes, or use my Amazon links. Everything you do truly helps me, and I greatly appreciate it. A couple of days ago, I found a really cute free design, and let me show you where I got this. I got this on designbundles.net. Now, this is a site that you can join. You can join for free, and then you can buy designs, or if you're like me, I mainly find free ones. Let me show you. You click right here on free designs. Then you can scroll down, and you can see they have over 5 pages of free designs. And some of these are really, really cute. Like I downloaded this one and it's very pretty. And I got this glitter, but the one I want to show you today is right here. It's called the free SVG Design Bundle. Now, this did not grab my attention because there's no cute pictures. But I went ahead and downloaded it. And to do that, you can just click on it. Usually you can see some of the pictures right here of what's in it. In this case, you don't because it's an entire bundle. And then download free now. Now, I've already downloaded it, but let me show you the process. So right now it's downloading to my downloads folder. Okay, it's in my download folder, so let me go ahead and open that up. And here it is right here. So then for me, what I do is I just drag this to my desktop. Now, I've already downloaded it, so I can either keep it or replace it. Now, the old one that I had, I modified some, so I want to stop right now. But in your case, you would just drag that to your desktop or save it to wherever you want to save it. All right, let me show you the design I'm going to work with today. Okay, so here's the whole bundle, and there are so many cute things in this, way too many for me to show you, but there is really cuteness in here. The one I'm going to use is in facial expressions. Let me show you a picture of the t-shirt they show. I need to teach my facial expressions to use their indoor voice. Now, my longest and such a dear friend, this suits her to a T. So I'm going to make this for her and give it to her next time I see her. Okay, so for now I'm just going to place this right here. And now that I'm in Cricut Design Space, I'm going to say upload. Now I see it says Explorer. I don't even own an Explorer. And my little wheel thing is just spinning and spinning. So I'm going to go ahead and quit. And then I'll just open it back up. Okay, it's showing my maker now, so let's try this out. We'll go ahead and upload image. And then I'm going to browse for this folder. I have it on my desktop. And it was this free SVG design bundle. And then facial expressions. I think I'll go ahead and import the SVG. Since it's already an SVG, there's nothing for me to copy or trace, so I'll just say upload. Now that it's in my uploads, I can click on it and say insert images. All right, that does not look the way it's supposed to look. So let me just kind of look at the picture. Okay, so this down here is just centered under the word expressions. I'll go ahead and ungroup this. And then by dragging over those words, I should be able to just grab those and move them down. Okay, actually nothing is centered. Okay, let's go ahead and center everything. Select it all, click Align and Center Horizontally. Then I'll go ahead and drag over the words I want to move down. They are highlighted, so I'm just going to click on my down arrow until it's where I want it. Okay, looking at the picture, facial and expressions should be closer together, which I can do this any way I want it, but I really like the way they have it. So I'll select all of that, click my up arrow, and move it up until I like it. Okay, so that looks a lot like theirs does. Now notice, even on theirs, because facial is centered under I need to teach my. Because of this leg here, to me it looks like it's off-centered. So I'm going to truly off-center it so that it'll look more centered. So I'm going to select the word facial and move it to the right just a little bit. Okay, well, I think that looks just fine. Let me see how large my entire design is. Okay, I don't want mine quite that tall. Let me see what would happen if I unlock it and make it shorter. If it starts looking weird, I'll just put it back to the way it was. But let me try 9 inches in height. Okay, I think that looks fine. So I'm going to go ahead and go with that. All right, so let's look and see what it looks like if I click Make It. Okay, because I did not attach it, it's just moving everything to the most efficient manner of cutting. So I need to select everything and say Attach. Now I also need to mirror this. I can either go up, click on Flip and say Flip Horizontal and then just make it that way. Or I can say Make It. And I can click Mirror right here. I'm going to say Continue. And then the heat transfer vinyl I'm going to use works well on this everyday iron-on. So I need to make sure my fine point blades in clamp B and we're ready to cut. Here's the HTV that I'm going to use on this project. It's something I got off of Amazon. It's relatively inexpensive and it's nice and thin and stretchy. So it wears well. Now, like always, I put instructions on my box so I don't have to dig through and find instructions each time I use it. So in this case, I'm going to preheat the shirt for 2 to 3 seconds, and then I'm going to press this for 10 to 15 seconds at 300. Also notice it's a cold peel. If you peel it off too early, you're going to stretch it. So you're going to place the carrier sheet side down. If you have a brayer, that's great. If you don't, just push it down with your hands. Now my load button's flashing, so I can go ahead and load this. Now let me go ahead and check the blade, make sure it's clean. All right, I can push this flashing C. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and remove my mat and then get things a little bit resituated. Now before I start weeding this, I want to go ahead and preset my heat press. I'm just going to use my Easy Press 2 today. You could use your Easy Press 2, or a real heat press. This is the same HTV I used last time I had this on, and so it's already set. Let's see that. I think it was 300 for 15 seconds. So I'll let that get up to temp while I'm weeding my design. Okay, so I'm going to find the bottom of my design, which I can see is right here. And then I'm just going to cut off right below that. Then to remove my material, I like to flip my mat over. That way I can hold my material down, keep it from buckling or stretching, and pull my mat off my material. Now once you do this, make sure you get this mat covered right back up so it doesn't collect dust or other dirt. With this vinyl, it's kind of hard to tell which side's the carrier side and which side's the vinyl side. So if you're kind of new to this, the trick is, before you put it on your mat to cut it, you can poke through with a little weeding tool or a pin. And if it's easier to poke through, it's the vinyl side. And that's the side you want to cut through. That's also the side I want to remove my excess vinyl from. So I just dig in, start peeling back. This weeds beautifully, but I am going to go a little bit slow to make sure if something starts to lift up that shouldn't, that I can push it right back down. But for the most part, I have not had any trouble with this vinyl whatsoever. Again, I use the everyday iron-on setting with it and just default pressure. Alright, so now I just need to remove all those centers, and once I've done that, once I think I'm done with that, I'll flip it back over. I'll look at it really well to make sure something's not hiding that needs to come off. Okay, so for this design, it's pretty easy to see whether everything's taken out that needs to be taken out or something is still in there. But with a lot of designs that are a little more intricate, you can easily miss things. So take your time, look it over, and make sure you're done. Now, this is just an inexpensive Time and True t-shirt that I got at Walmart. It's a V-neck. So what I want to do is find the center of my design. So I'm placing the edges of the design, not the edges of the paper, but the edges of the design together. And then I'll just make a crease at the top. Because my shirt is a V-neck, it's pretty easy to determine where the center is. Also, since it's a V-neck, I don't want to come down a full 3 inches off the neckline. Okay, I think that looks pretty good, and so I'm going to go ahead and cover it with a Teflon sheet. I found that this fabric, when I pre-pressed my shirt, I found this fabric because it's 40% recycled polyester. It kind of, I don't know, got slightly different color, slightly different texture, and so I know I'm going to have to use enough heat to adhere this on, but I'm going to give a little extra protection with this Teflon sheet. Then, after this is stuck down, I'm going to go ahead and turn the t-shirt inside out and press it from the inside. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and start with 10 seconds, not the full 15, from the front. Now, because my design is less than 10 by 12, I can do this in one press. Again, I'm going to stop at 10 seconds, so when this gets to 5, I'll pull it off. Okay, and actually the texture of the shirt still looks fine, so I'm going to go ahead and do that for the additional 5 seconds, probably about 10 more seconds. Now, I do give my shirts a lot of pressure when I'm pressing this down. Now, to let this cool all the way down, I'm going to wait about 5 minutes. Okay, I realize there's a terrible glare. Let me go ahead and turn my lights down just a little bit. All right, guys, it's been probably about 10 minutes. I went downstairs, got some tea, let the dogs out. So let's see if this comes off. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. Once I pull my carrier sheet off, I always like to give it one more pressing with a Teflon sheet. You got to have something between your vinyl and your press or you're going to melt the vinyl. Now I just did that 10 seconds and I gave it quite a bit of pressure. And I love that because either you're seeing the texture of the shirt come through, or what I really think is you see a slight texture of the Teflon sheet. So it doesn't look so flat and plain. All right, I'm going to have to do my best at guessing exactly where it is. And this time I'll do it 10 more seconds on the inside of the shirt. All right, guys, there's the final product. And I think this is so adorable. She's just going to get a kick out of this. Thanks so much for joining me and sticking it out to the end. Until my next video. Bye-bye.